How's it going, everybody? Michael Blake here, and this is Rambling Movie Takes, coming at you with some movie news regarding Deadpool 3 finally being announced, as well as a new Predator movie. Before I get into this video, please hit that thumbs up button and subscribe. Let's get to it. First up, let's talk about Deadpool 3. Deadpool 3 will be written by, I'm probably going to say this the wrong way, but the Molyneux sisters, which are the writers behind the popular cartoon Bob's Burgers. For the record, I don't really know how I feel about that. I'm not a big Bob's Burgers fan. You know, for all you Bob's Burgers fans out there, you know, don't come at me in the comments, please. I mean, alright, anyways. And a director has yet to be named. What is known, however, is that Ryan Reynolds will be returning to the role, and that Disney is working closely with him to figure out how best to go about bringing the character back to the big screen. I get the feeling that they want to figure out how to make a PG-13 Deadpool movie, and it still at least somewhat capture the tone of the first two movies, which were rated R. My personal opinion is that Disney shouldn't water down. They should not water down the IP and instead embrace what makes Deadpool so awesome. Deadpool does not need to be a family-friendly movie, and it's okay to make a movie for adults. We will go see it, Disney. We will give you money. Alright? We will give you our money. Just give us what we want. Release Deadpool under the 20th Century Studios banner and keep him separate from the MCU, at least for now, and then later cross him over into the MCU, and then I think it would be okay to tone the character down if he's essentially only used for cameos and team-up movies. I think Disney could get creative with the character in that regard, but his movies, his standalone movies, should be violent and raunchy. They should be rated R. Could a PG-13 Deadpool movie work, though? You know, maybe, but not likely. I think it's too risky. The only example we have of a PG-13 Deadpool is the Once Upon a Deadpool movie, which was basically a PG-13 version of Deadpool 2. And, you know, it had some new scenes featuring Fred Savage from the Wonder Years. Some of you may remember him. It was, to say the least, disappointing, and I probably won't ever watch it again. To be fair, though, that was a rated R movie that was heavily re-edited in order to make it PG-13. So maybe if it's a PG-13 movie from the get, then Disney could get creative and make a good movie. But I have my doubts. I want blood and cuss words. Alright? That's what I want. That's what Deadpool is. Please, Disney, give us an R-rated Deadpool 3. Now, for Predator. The new Predator movie will be directed by Dan Trachtenberg, who previously directed the suspense thriller 10 Cloverfield Lane, which for those of you who have not seen it, you should. It's a good movie. Anyways, this one I'm not too optimistic about and wish Disney never would have gotten their hands on this IP. But here we are. I can't imagine that this will actually be good, but considering who the director is, I'm willing to be at least somewhat cautiously optimistic. This movie will no doubt be branded under the 20th Century Studios logo. Because, yeah, there's no way we see the Disney logo before this movie. Would Disney actually let this movie be R-rated? That's the question. It's a different situation from Deadpool, in that Predator could and should remain its own separate IP, unless they try to cross over with Alien again. But that's a subject for another time. I don't know if Disney is ballsy enough to do R-rated movies. But as I was telling someone earlier, considering the fact that they have lost so much money and will continue to lose a lot of money due to the pandemic, it may force their hands to make some to take some chances out of their, out of their family-friendly realm, so to speak. Could a PG-13 Predator movie really work, though? Well, let me ask you this. What did you think of the early 2000s movie, Alien vs. Predator? Not the unrated cut that was released to home video, the theatrical version. I think depending on your answer to that will determine your opinion on the possibility of this new movie being PG-13. Personally, I really enjoy AVP and think that it gets hated on way too much. There was some good storytelling in that movie. Some solid acting, but it wasn't bloody and the horror elements were toned down a lot, which is why I don't necessarily love that movie, but I do rather enjoy it. So with that being said, I think it could work, but it should not in a million years happen again. Predator is a hard R IP, and without that rating, the movie will not be nearly as good as it could be. The rating matters so much with this IP. I can't stress it enough. It just matters so much. But what did you I'm sorry, I can't talk right. So, what do you all think? Are you excited for these movies? Not so much? Let me know in the comments down below. Alright, thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe. And don't forget to ring that bell for more content. Thanks again. I am Michael Blake, and this has been Rambling Movie Takes. Take care.